Well, you first have to have passion for something. So what do you have passion for? And then you can take that and possibly turn that into a business. But originally, or even before that, you've got to be able to take on risk, because if you're not able to take on any risk, there's never going to be any reward. So if you're like afraid of risk and you don't want to take that bungee jump off the cliff
Yeah.
and have that rush of adrenaline,
Yeah.
then business might not be for you. But again, I think separately, the younger generation is their business models are slightly different. Ours are more focused on work and goals and labor to get to a certain result. They have technology now that we
Right.
didn't have,
100%.
that support or drive their businesses. When you think of like
Yeah.
the amount of money that these influencers make just with a phone
It's ridiculous.
and product placement and stuff like that. We didn't have that.
No.
We had to hustle.
Yeah.
We had to pick up the phone. I can remember sitting in my grandmother's living room of when I was starting one of my companies and just had the phone book out
Mhm.
and just
The yellow pages.
like, and
What
just
is that?
dialing for dollars, man.
Yeah.
Just like cold calling,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
perfecting my like cold call,
Uh,
speech, and which was now called an elevator speech.
yeah.
But
I still do. I
you
did it
know,
for the vending machine company. That's how I
yeah,
got what I got at.
yeah, and
Start calling.
that it's totally different now.
Well,
Younger generation.
they've got
So
Chat
much.
GPT and Claude. I mean, think of a business, plug it in, bam, you got a business,
Yeah,
right? But I remember back in the day, God, I remember when I first started my company, I just asked a lot of fucking questions, like everybody. Went to my accountant. It was like, hey, how do I start a business?
yeah,
He's like, well, son, there's S Corp, there's a C Corp. What's that? There's an LLC. Well, what's that? Well, and then so he kind of had to explain it to me, and then he helped me put it together, and away we went. But I had a mentor too. So in the alarm industry, I had a guy who owns a big alarm company in the Central Valley. And I'd met him on a Mexico trip at some point. The nicest guy, and he really helped me and mentored me. So I had somebody to call. Sometimes he was a little reluctant because I was kind of nipping at his heels a little bit, I think, but for the most part, it took a lot to figure out what I was doing and how to do it,
oh
right?
yeah, for sure. You have to make mistakes.
You have to,
So
and we've all made them.
mentors are a huge part of any business, I think, or anybody's success in business. So my father-in-law, who started American, huge mentor. I had another mentor when I was building and learning how to design combustion valve trains and combustion processes and how the electronics controlled that and all of this different stuff. So I had a mentor there as well. And then you I've had business coaches as well, which
Yep, me too.
have not necessarily a mentor, but help coach you through different platforms and
Mhm.
coaching techniques to elevate
And it works,
that.
right?
It does. 100%.
So
100%
you
works.
and I were going through a coaching thing at one time,
Yeah.
and not the same one, but I think back on that quite often and go, well, shit, I'm actually using what they were saying, as like subconsciously almost.
Yeah.